You guys know me a little bit by now, and I like to give the benefit of the doubt to people, okay? I like to see both sides of every story. Maybe the bad guy isn't actually the bad guy. But not today, all right? No fence sitting from me today because the intentions are clearer than Nintendo's when they decided to drop $80 games. Today we get to make fun of some stupid asshole that attends Summer Smash, which is a festival ran by Lyrical Lemonade. And this piece of shit thinks it's okay to throw a mic stand in the middle of a crowd that has hundreds of people. And thankfully the internet isn't as brain dead as it typically is, and almost nobody is on this humunculus's side. Like, subscribe, join the Discord. Now let's talk our shit. Let me show you the clip. As you can see here, this fucking idiot has the base of a mic stand and decides to throw it in this massive crowd of people. And everyone around, like, they're not doing anything, all right? They're not saying shit. They're not doing things to stop him. What a fucking worm this stupid douchebag is. Now, the original posting is this one. It was here on TikTok. I initially found this on Reddit, and it turns out it actually wasn't a mic stand. It was the wheel of a trash can, which doesn't make it any better. It just makes a lot more sense because there's no way this stupid asshole, the mic stands are weighted. There's no way this stupid asshole would be able to yeet a mic stand the way he did that fucking wheel. Look at him. Regardless the weapon of choice, you're still a scumbag loser, and so is everyone around you. Because again, there's so much time to pick up the wheel, wind it up, and throw it. And out of all these idiots around him, no one decides to say anything or do anything other than homie here in the white shirt. You can see that he's like waving like, no, no, no. He's the only sane person in this fucking crowd. Now, if you're a part of the 0.1% of people and are actually on the throwers side here, I actually have two things to show you to hopefully change your perspective, change your mind. And if it doesn't, I don't know what to tell you. All right, go keep eating glue in the corner, fingering your asshole for your edgy friends on Discord. All right, go ahead, go do that thing. A friend of mine went through years of brain surgery, shunts, disability, painkiller addiction, all because some dickhead threw a full beer at a show. I was at a concert with a friend right next to me and he suddenly fell down. I thought he'd slipped or something, so I went to help him up and he was completely unresponsive with blood pouring from his head. Someone had thrown a full liquor bottle and it caught him right in the head. It fractured his skull and left him with permanent brain damage and blind in one eye. Good job, friend. Good job throwing that trash can wheel. Any sane person watching this, you see the issue here, right? I understand that people tend to do things when you're in this atmosphere, okay? You're excited, there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of chaos going down. But at the same time, use a fucking brain cell before you do something this stupid. If you killed or hurt someone, not only would it be curtains for them because of your stupid ass, it'd also be curtains for you for throwing it. And someone has footage of this. On top of that, a venue is likely to stop throwing shows when things like this happen often enough. Example, Ronnie Radke played Six Flags a bunch of years ago and threw a mic stand at the crowd. Hit a little girl. Because of that incident, bands are not allowed to play Six Flags anymore. So you're literally ruining the experience for you, the other person, and everyone around you. Try not to mention Ronnie in a video challenge. But there was some drama surrounding this whole thing on TikTok that I'm going to cover really quick. So people came after this guy thinking he's the one that threw the mic stand or wheel trash thing, which he reveals in this video. And he basically says, it's not me, it's this guy. This stupid asshole is wearing an I Heart Boobies t-shirt like it's fucking 8th grade, okay? This guy probably still laughs at Rage comics like Me Gusta and the troll face and shit like that. Normal people send TikToks and Instagram Reels, but not this guy, all right? This stupid asshole sends iFunny links and probably thinks Call of Duty Warzone is the best game to ever exist. Soulja Boy is on this year's lineup. I guarantee he's here for Soulja Boy, no one else. He's just here for Soulja Boy, all right? He wore this t-shirt with the intentions to crank that with a fine shit, but the only fine shits he's gonna get with this immaculate drip are the girls doing meth in the porta potties. Brother got this t-shirt from a kiosk at his local mall. But anyway, this clip gets posted, which is the same one but in real time, okay, like regular speed versus the whole slow motion thing. And then we see the douchebag throwing the wheel, going, I don't know, and then starts fucking going back to pogoing. It's like so stupid. And this also reveals, yes, There was a ton of time to stop this fucking degenerate from tossing the wheel and potentially killing someone. After the dust settles and things clear up a bit, he's still getting hate because people went from you're a dickhead for throwing it to you're a dickhead for trying to add comedic value to the clip. Because what he did was uploaded the clip in slow motion, and then he put somebody that I used to know. No, what was the fucking song? Oh, sorry, it's Use Somebody. You know the one. You know that I can use somebody. I hope my neighbors can't hear me. But people went from being pissed at throwing the thing to being pissed at making fun of the thing, instead of being there in the crowd and stopping the guy, because he's not the one recording. Apparently he's in the crowd. His boy recorded this or something. And again, I understand at a show, especially one that's this massive, the atmosphere is tense. There's loads of adrenaline, energy, chaos in the atmosphere. So you're gonna want to act out. It's only nature to want to act a fool. But that's what the fucking mosh pit is there for, okay? Literally, the reason why the pit is there is so you can unleash this energy, this adrenaline, to unleash the fucking chaos. Not grab a fucking weapon, an item, and tossing it and potentially hurting someone. Doing something like that is unnecessary, it's gross, and before we go, I do have an update from last week's video. There was a plane crash that happened last week, and we lost some legends in the alternative music scene. And basically, we get confirmation that the full 6 people that died: 24-year-old Kendall Fortner, 25-year-old Emma Hook, The Devil Wears Prada ex-drummer Daniel Williams, Selena Mary Rose, who's 36, Dominic Christopher Damian, and of course, Dave Shapiro. And we also get some disturbing footage of the pilot of the plane, like talking to, I guess, like whatever is the plane's equivalent to dispatch. And it is disturbing because you can hear that he's worried about the weather, and he basically says like, yeah, the weather's looking rough, but we should be fine. And then turns out they're not fine. And if you want more on that, click this video right here, because I spoke about that whole thing, broke that story down last week.